adding length to this team. With some of the new guys that are coming, how does that free you up on the defensive end to kind of hound the guards?
Well, it really allows me to go out and pressure the ball a little bit more, take a little more risk, having those big guys inside to block shots. I think it really allows me to just be a little more aggressive on defense, take more chances, instead of having to play more safe, with those big guys inside, because I know they can protect the rim a little bit more.
It changes what this team can do defensively, though, having some guys that can close down those passing lanes like that.
Yeah, well, like I said, we got Chad Brown in this year, and he had a little more depth for us at center down there under the hoop. So, having a guy that can block shots like that, I think he'll be big for us this year down there under the hoop.
How does the mindset change from last year, coming in trying to establish yourself as a freshman, and then obviously earned a big role, and now this year that you're kind of the guy? What's it like headed into the season? How's it different for you?
It's a responsibility, that I expected, and I'm honored that my teammates, look at me like that and in that way, But like you said, coming from freshman last year, where I really was looking, had to prove myself and really show what I could do this year. Just trying to pass on the lessons I learned last year to some of the younger guys, and just passing on to the whole team. And just trying to be a guy that the guys can look to in tough times when it's not going our way. That they can look to me and say, all right, DJ leading us and DJ got it.
Do you find yourself being more of a vocal leader this year?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the next step. It's another step I have to take in my growth. Being a vocal leader for these guys and just being an all-around leader for these guys. I'm still leading by example first, for sure, more than anything. But being a vocal leader as well, telling guys and holding guys accountable for the stuff they need to do on the floor and the stuff I need to do on the floor and holding myself accountable as well will be big for us this year and our success.
This is still a pretty young team. You and Adonis are sophomores. A lot of newcomers to the squad. Where does leadership come from on this team? Where do you feel like?
I think we got a team. I think we got a team of guys that can lead. But as a point guard, I like to take that responsibility on myself. I think being a point guard is being like the quarterback of a football team. When things aren't going well, they're gonna look to you to turn it around, and they're gonna look to you to lead and just be a positive force towards the team. And keep guys going. And like I said, when guys are down, you gotta get them going, and when guys are getting too high, you gotta keep them, even keeled on stuff we should be doing on the floor. So as a point guard, I think I'm looked upon as a leader, and that's a responsibility, I take.
As a senior, how important is Stefan's presence on this?
Huge. Stefan's been here for 4 years. He's been getting a lot of playing time his whole career at UCF. So I think, in our success, Stefan will be pivotal.
What kind of improvement have you seen from Adonis? Coach said he's in best shape, he was put on muscle and everything. And just talking to him, he said, you're going to maybe see a little more, offensive skills taken to the basket, some things other than just popping threes. What have you seen? What kind of improvements have you seen from Adonis over this preseason?
I've just seen him, come in and put in work like he's always done. Like y'all know, me and AD have been friends since we were young, since we were little. And that's been my friend since we were 10. So, I'm really excited to see his growth again this year. He's really putting a lot of work, like that coach said, on his body, getting in better shape, So I'm just looking forward to him taking another step this year.
Now this is going to be your second year. How is the chemistry on this team? Like, have the freshmen bought in? How are you guys together off the court? Just talk about that a little bit.
Oh, we're great off the court. We have no problems. We have no issues. Guys are close. It's sort of a family in a sense. I know that's cliche. Everybody says that, but it's sort of a family. We don't let anything outside distractions get to us. We just come in, get our work done, and go home.
Some of those young guys kind of jumped in. Obviously Taco and Chad and James. What kind of roles do you see those guys having right off the bat? How they kind of adjust?
I think everybody just have to let them grow at their own pace. They're all hard workers. They all put their time in. They're all focused and trying to get better each and every day. So I think their roles will come as the season goes on, and I'm really excited about all of them.
I'm sure you've never played with another 7'6" guy before. So what are some of the things that maybe have surprised you? Because I'm sure you were looking forward to the first day he came on campus. How that dynamic was going to be with a player so tall. What are some of the stories that you could share? Maybe some things that have surprised you about Taco's game.
It was the first time I ever seen somebody dunk without jumping. That's that's the first. I've never seen somebody just go stand by under the rim and just put it in the hoop without jumping. So that more than anything, he's just so big, he's so tall. His length is really, his greatest asset, being so big. And, we're just encouraging him to play big and go at his own pace.
Coach Jones noted there are a lot of players from the Orlando area on this roster. How important is it to represent this area with this specific team?
Well, I think it's very important for us to represent Orlando well. you know, me and Adonis both being from Orlando, and that was a big part of why we came here. And me personally, it was a big part of why I came here, being here in Orlando and just representing the city well. And me being from Boone High School, I just want to represent them well. And from Conway Middle School, I represent them well. So, you know, I just, being from Orlando is just huge to me. And I just want to, you know, help get this city something to be proud of, and I hope the city's proud of me.
How does A.J. Davis and his presence help this team? I know he's been described kind of like a 6'9" guard. He's not necessarily one of the bigs, even though he is big. How does that dynamic kind of change things, having him in the mix? After sitting out of here, obviously, I'm sure you're going to play a big role this year.
Like I said, A.J. is a very hard worker. I mean, he's a very intense guy. First off, he plays defense extremely hard. You know, so it's just great to have another athlete out there like AJ who comes in, who's intense, who works hard, and just loves playing the game.
What did you take from last year that you learned coming from high school to college to now your second year that you can use to your advantage this year?
I learned a lot of lessons last year. I think the biggest lesson, like I always say, is preparation, hard work, you know, and just coming in and putting that extra time in. You know, the difference in a lot of the teams, you know, in the conference is not much, if any at all. It's very, very little. So, I mean, I think just putting that a little bit of extra work in, a little bit of extra time will set you apart for us.
Obviously, the football team's been off to